This is Thursday again. Give thanks. This is a Steppin razor, the art of war. We're there with you. And we want, first of all, we want to love all the people in Canada who turn out to see Mutabaruka and the microphone alone. We want to give thanks to the sister who promote the show. First she ever do anything like that in her life. And it was wonderful. So we want to heal up the ones them. We want to heal up all the people them who tune in religiously to the two program them in Canada, especially Toronto where we live there. We come forward at Jamaica and there's so much things. You know, as we usually say, every time we lift up on Thursday, we hear about something else. We go on, and by the time we reach I turn stale news. So we're not going on for the stale news them, we are on for the news them where we feel say is relevant and topical, but not today. Maybe when we leave like we get topical. For instance now, according to reports and the weather, there is as a matter of fact, there's two hurricanes headed for England. And one of them is the same hurricane who just match up the Caribbean named Maria. You so far she can understand. She's heading. There one of them named Lee. And it heading for England. Maria, nah, give up. I tell you, she would have circled the globe and come back round, believe you me, but them said that it'll reach about weekend or early next week. So we'll look for that. I don't think it'll go do no damage as such still. But them say it's going to be create some little discomfort. Because that is all we can say, discomfort. Because when we feel down here, so it's not discomfort. And some serious traumatic experience. Especially the other day when the one licked Dominica there. May I tell you, man, me feel it. Me feel it, Rasta. But we always tell the Jamaican people, say, when you look at now, you have to take sleep and mark dead. And all the damn food is about pray. And talk about, say, I true we blessed why the thing no liquid. You better dash with that in the back of your mind and come up front now and deal with the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation is that most of Jamaica infrastructure as it relates to poor people living condition cannot, and I repeat, cannot stand up to a Gilbert. And Gilbert was a category 3. The one we just passed here is category 5 plus. You know what that means? It means it passed with them did that consider say it's the most powerful hurricane could have been category 5. It got a category 5 plus, so they have to go rethink them category now and got a category 6. And as Irma passed up, as we know, one woman come around the place now, she must have look for the other one named Harvey. Harvey, the other one the name. Irma look for Harvey. And then Maria must get vexed and run down that one then and say, oh, watch your man them, I'm going to mash up the whole of the place them. You think I don't vex? And she don't bother now because she head for England now. Because she realized after she made the destruction in the British Virgin Island, the help them supposed to get now comes to say, all right, watch me, I don't know up there so. You don't know the people them. It's a mistake, I can lick them and I go up lick on the blouse and skirt. You understand? So we really are going on now. Is not to be taken lightly in Jamaica. I don't know people always when hurricane come and say, why now come here, the man take the hurricane and hurricane now come. Me say, you better take sleep and mad dead. You see the people that will live on Gully Bank, and me said yesterday, last week me say it, now I say it again. You see the people that will live in a sand, will read Bible, will say must build house pan sand, build it under the ground like, you know, under the floor them. And the tree them, if them blow them, now go blow underneath it so. They will blow a lick off the whole stop. So me all that things say in my mind say, yeah, me love me house, but we never can tell with a category 5 hurricane. And we have to just to say, it's a reality that the possibility exists where this can happen to Jamaica. This can happen to Jamaica. you could have stand up out Hurricane could have let you know you stand up out a road and said Kingston. Everything blow down. So we don't tell the people them say just watch where it go and just know say yeah, anything is possible. I just say it go. Okay. So we have a thing a tackle and it really concerns Jamaican children as it relates to again them have this injection when we get a pick to them, the girls them. The problem is, you know, the cancer what them are give the girls them for. The injection them are give the girl them for, which is the cancer, cervical cancer. Man can't catch it too, you know. The picnic can't catch it too. Female. So the question is why them gonna give the female. So we need to find out about that. But we have a bridge now who is sitting over there, so I don't know why I'm sitting over there, but I feel say it concerns these children. I'm like a girl child. Right, sir?
Yes, sir.
And Nick. For those of you who don't know, Nick is the shortest person who work at RFM, so.
I don't think so, Muta.
Yeah. Tell me who shorter than you, sir?
Barbara.
Yeah, no, man, like you say to a woman shortlist. You can't like it, yeah. You have to like it to a man shortlist. Yes, all right. So you want to know, your little girl is at the age where them I say she will get.
Yes, starting high school, first form or 7th grade, we got whatever the case might be at your respective high school, and they're saying all girls entering high school this year, that means they would have passed the GSAT and starting high school would have first form or 7th grade. All girls are being given this vaccine.
So but it's not mandatory. Because whenever you hear the government say it's mandatory.
Well, I suspect it's not mandatory, but when
no, them say it's not mandatory.
No. I suspected before I heard it yesterday, but because I noticed when the nurse from the Ministry of Health who came to make a presentation suggesting that this thing is coming, they mentioned that they would send around papers to sign. So I was saying, and if I have to sign it, that means it can't be mandatory. But when question of mandatory, she tried to skirt around the answer, instead trying to put forward why it must be taken, almost giving the suggestion that, you might be endangering other people around if you don't and all of that.
You're going to engage with other people.
Well, I question that because I'm saying, the virus, basically what we're being told is that the girls are getting this to prevent them later on having cervical cancer. Now, I'm saying I don't know if cervical cancer being catched that way, where by sitting beside another girl, she can just get it. So I don't see why this is being pushed on us as if you must get
find a doctor to explain it to me.
Well, I've been around some 40 odd years now, and too often we realize that when superpowers and other countries want to experiment on certain things, they find so-called third world poor. So you come with this thing now, showing how expensive it is, and you should feel lucky that you're getting it free. Yeah. And we have seen in various places across the world, especially in Africa, and unfortunately, you don't want to draw the race card, but you have seen it especially among black people.
Third world country, yes. Draw the race card.
You have seen it where, these vaccines are tried, and then later on, some weird diseases and illness come across.
You find a vaccine
exactly, and we know a vaccine is based on my limited studies, a vaccine is a mild form of a drug or a germ used to cure the germ. And I don't know it work. I don't know. In cases, when I was doing some human and social biology long ago, we learned that, when they started out with the polio vaccine, there are people who actually got polio because they could manage, they got full-blown polio because they could manage the vaccine. No, I don't know enough about this thing for me to just let them pass it on to my daughter.
When them say them are going to start?
Initially, I got the feeling they probably should have started already, but I'm now hearing it's next month.
All right, so next month you don't need to sensitize the public, or when are you not sensitizing the public?
I don't know. All right, based on the presentation from the nurse. It wasn't the school nurse. It was a nurse who came from the regional health office. And based on the presentation, it is almost like, almost condescending. Like, we are give you this thing, you better grab it because this is what I will cost you when you need to get it late and all of that. So it's almost a thing like, you know, you should feel lucky that you're getting this freely.
It is in the interest of for skeptics like you and me and whosoever.
And I was the only one because it was another gentleman who started questioning it first. You know, sometimes, especially when you're labeled, you don't want to be the troublemaker. So, you know, I'm sitting and saying to myself, you know, I mean, you know, when this done, I'm going to draw them one side and say, and ask them to tell me more about this thing. But the man started it, you know, so I followed suit.
It would be in the interest of the government.
I've heard that one medical person had said, it can cause, what is it now? The child can reproducing. I mean, that is one of the side effects.
And they might say, also the youth, them can't catch it.
No, but what they have told us, what they have told us is that the carriers are the male. They are saying it is the male who are the carriers.
The virus can dead in the person without any help, depending on how your body react to certain virus.
But that's it. They were saying it's the male who are the carriers, and they are the ones through sexual intercourse giving it to the girls. And yet they're not targeting the males. They're not seeking to eradicate. You know, but I'm very worried, and I'm not going to allow my daughter to just get a vaccine. And we don't know the details.
Right, yes.
You know, so much more research, at least from my personal standpoint. I mean, much more research will have to go into it.
Well, that's why I tell you them need to educate the public.
But they're coming to tell us that, look, this thing has been around for 20 years and it has been tested, and the vaccine has been around for 20 years. Yes, that's what they're saying.
They never know it could have caused cervical cancer and give you the vaccine from 20 years before.
What they're saying is it's been tested for 20 years, and I mean, countries like America and all, but have been
America
using.
now say okay.
I guess that is what they're trying to say to us, that I mean, America. Yes, so it's okay.
You can't now go upon the people them down there. But members say we have to do it on them first.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but I don't think I want my daughter to be a guinea pig for anything.
People have a think like that.
Yeah, I don't. And as I said, there's a trust factor. I mean, through programs yet Irie, I have heard too much, and there's too much evidence to show that this thing can't be trusted. I mean, in terms of these vaccines and things. I mean, when in my days, I mean, in terms of when I was a youth and my parents and other neighbors having children, I never used to hear about maternal and certain things that women are now taking. And the truth is, eczema and Down syndrome and autism and a lot of those things were not as popular. And we have seen where people saying that, look, I have 4 children, 3 of them I took maternal and all kind of thing, and they have autism and Down syndrome and all of that. And the one I stick out that I'm not going to take is the only so-called good one I have. You know, so we can't trust these. It's almost like they're genetically modifying humans as well.
Them have genetically modified human go to the place. Believe you me.
The kids are born in bright now, you know, from them jump out, them know, they mean, they can pull on your cell phone, they're born bright, so you know, but
Alright, we have to go to know. We have to go find out some more information.
Yeah, I would love to hear from a medical personnel who have studied the thing. I would really love to hear from at least a few of them. You know, I would love to hear from a few of them who you know. And I don't want the indoctrinated ones. I want to hear from ones who have heard over time, you know. Open-minded and you know, study and explore things.
Well, you'll have no open mind, doctor. It's either them is for it or against it. You might know, doctor, we are going to jump in between it.
Well,
yeah, it's either them are going to say, me a medical doctor and this supposed to be for the benefit of the people.
I am looking for...
I say, me is a holistic doctor and me not feel that work. So we're going to find out. We're going to figure it out though. Anyway, give thanks.
Yes, man. Thanks to you too.
Yeah, that was Brethren Nick, the shortest man who work at Irie with one the stupid. Why you bring the man coming out, turn up the side and make me say, who shorter? And see how it works, because I know that you are the shortest one inside, so as a matter of fact, you're short, you're thumper. These people preempting something that them know them going to do. This up of this report and this report. We are told that the government is going to make this vaccine available to children in school. We hear from the ministry that it is not mandatory. Me hear that from the next radio station, one ministry woman explain the vaccination, why it's not male, them are do, why female and how them can catch it. And them say it is not mandatory. So we're going to read this article now. For show the people them wicked. Wicked. Because most Jamaican people can't deal with this. So listen to this, people. Listen to this. Parents who refuse to vaccinate, this is before now them are going to institutionalize this vaccination we are coming as now, you know. When them start talking to you about, them start talking to you about 2 weeks ago. Well, we have to come back to it after the news, no matter what. Anyway, your thing say, parents who refuse to vaccinate their children could find themselves facing a maximum fine of 1 million or 12 months in prison. According to the provision of the Public Health Act of 1974, Immunization Regulations 1986, amended in 2013. So what them I say to you now? Them are going to give a vaccination. Them not give it yet, you know. But them say it's not mandatory. Because if you say it's mandatory, it's mandatory. That means everybody have to do it. But no, because them say it's not mandatory, no, they're going to make sure say them go around the thing in another way and make it mandatory by saying, anyhow, you're not going to pick the vaccination. You're going to charge $1 million. Can you imagine if every mother in Jamaica decides say, them not going to pick the vaccination? Eh? No, seriously. Can you imagine if 50,000 Jamaican mothers say them not get them picking the vaccination? Where them are going to put them people there? Where them are going to put them? Click it.
Good afternoon. I'm Prince Moore with the local and international headlines. Opposition leader Dr. Peter Phillips today announced a 26-member shadow cabinet. In making the announcement, Dr. Phillips said the new shadow cabinet will take account of the ability to provide an effective opposition in Parliament and to give signal of priority areas of the PNP and a future PNP administration. Among the notable portfolio changes are Fitz Jackson, who was appointed opposition spokesperson on national security, and Senator Mark Golding in finance and planning. Peter Bunting is now opposition spokesperson on industry, investment and competitiveness. Meanwhile, Dr. Dayton Campbell is the opposition spokesman on health. Dr. Angela Brown-Burke will oversee local government, while Damon Crawford is appointed as spokesperson on youth and culture. Donna Scott Motley will be the opposition spokesperson on justice. A team of officers assigned to the Kingston Eastern Police Division seized one firearm and 14 rounds of ammunition during an operation in St. Albans Lane, Franklin Town last night. One man was taken in custody in relation to the seizure. Reports from the Elliston Road Police are that about 10:15 p.m., lawmen were in the area when they saw a man who aroused their suspicion. On seeing the police, the man ran and threw an object on a nearby premises. He was accosted, searched, and the object retrieved. Closer examination revealed that it was a 9mm Beretta pistol with a magazine containing 14 9mm rounds of ammunition. He was subsequently taken into custody. However, his identity is being withheld pending further investigations. In news overseas, U.S. President Donald Trump has lifted shipping restrictions to help fuel and supplies reach storm-ravaged Puerto Rico. In a statement on Twitter, the White House said Mr. Trump has authorized that the Jones Act be waived for Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico had pressed the U.S. to lift the act, which limits shipping between coast to U.S.-flagged vessels. The U.S. territory is struggling with fuel, water, and medical shortages 1 week after Hurricane Maria struck. Finally, China has told North Korean companies operating in its territory to close down as it implements United Nations sanctions against the reclusive state. The companies will be shut by early January. Joint Chinese and North Korean ventures will also be forced to close. China, Pyongyang's only major ally, has already banned textile trade and limited oil exports. The move is part of an international response to North Korea's sixth and most powerful nuclear test. The UN Security Council of which China is a member, voted unanimously for fresh sanctions on September 11. Those were the local and international headlines.
So we just try wrap our head around this idea of a vaccination will come a month's time. Them start to tell we just the other day, and then them bring out the information, say anybody where fail to take a vaccination I go charge 1 million or 12 months in prison. Now, can you imagine, as I say, if 50,000 mothers decide to them not giving them children that vaccination? How them have to work out? Because you know to them not give them the $1 million. So they have to put 50,000 mothers in a prison. That would be something else, don't it? But then we not reach a level there. We not reach a level there of demonstration in Jamaica where mothers would have come out and say, bam. First of all, everybody would say, me no want to go jail, yeah. Yes, you don't want to go jail, but also if 49,000 people do it, it will be a statement to the government. So parents who refuse to vaccinate their children could find themselves facing a maximum fine of 1 million or 12 months in prison according to the provisions of the Public Health Act of 1974 Immunization Regulations 1986 amended in 2013. According to the Act, any person who contravenes or fails to comply with any part of the provisions of the immunization regulation shall be guilty of an offense and shall be liable under summary conviction thereof in a resident magistrate court to a fine not exceeding $1 million or in default of payment thereof to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 12 months. So the government is ready to arrest any parent who decides, say, them don't want this vaccination, not because that them wouldn't take the vaccination, but them want to be seriously informed about what them putting into them children. Because, as you just said a while ago, there is a history. There is a history of certain people testing drugs in so-called third world country to find out if it must go on the market or not. And if it is on the market already, we have to find some precedent that was set to show that this vaccine actually works. Where is the ones, which country it was used in that we can say this cancer decrease because of it? Are these bossy slaves in Jamaica just following what these World Health Organization people say continuously without doing their investigation? Because at the time, these little people, so, you know, some little technocrats who work in the government, you know, them have no sense of investigation, you know. Them just take what hand down to them and say this must be done, and then them have a whole heap of conversation and argument about why it must be done, given what they are taught in a little seminar by the government people them. So them just come now and then they'll pass it along to the teacher them, and the teacher them regurgitate it. Like some licensed vomit. Some seasoned vomit. Them get seasoned vomit to deal with certain things. You understand? So the argument is, we, the Jamaican people, have a right. We have a right to know what we are putting in our children. We have a right to know, say, if this thing is good, prove to us that it is good. Give us the precedent that was set in other countries, other places. And what is it? Because we are really, we know that we are told every drug have a side effect, as a matter of fact. Because sometimes you watch television, you know, it's amazing. Sometimes you watch television, and you see that, for instance, you see them advertise things for all menopause for women, and them say, well, takes extracts for menopause. And the thing what them tell you to take for the menopause, you know, it take like 3 seconds in the ad, you know. But the side effects of that now, we're going to take up all 50 seconds to tell you, say, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, this fungal, this and that, and probably death. Now, if me a woman, I just go out with the menopause, I just go and fan myself. Yeah, me no business, it look funny. All when the place cold, I start for myself, say, I shop on menopause, I don't care a rotting. I'm not taking that tablet. Because if them want to tell you, say, it can't stop my sweating. But the price me have to pay for sweat, because me is a big woman who are in menopause now, is that fungal disease, vomiting, diarrhea, no sexual desire, anything. It's a terrible thing. Anyway, we'll listen up for the special part draw up next. So we're going to go back round. We're going to go round back to this argument here, where we are talking about this fine that them going to have on Jamaican people because them refuse a drug that them don't know about and don't have no information about. And them going to take 1 month now to inform the people them what this thing is about. We're supposed to prevent cervical cancer in the female, because it's only the female them a give it. And them say it is in the male, and the male can give it over to the female. So we're going to continue. It say, the act further states that these charges apply to each child not adequately vaccinated, and the law applies to parents, health workers, and principals or operators of school. So you know what that means? It means, say, the school people, them, the principal of school, them, now go allow the picnic to come to school if him don't take it. You understand? And now, you don't know what to do now. Them put in between that devil and deep blue sea, you know, for say, all right now, I have my picnic for go to school. That is what you call, it's almost like blackmail, you know. It's like the government has stick up the parents, them, you know. Them tell you, say the thing going to help prevent cervical cancer. Yet you don't know. Because we live in a third world country. And these countries we have the pharmaceutical company, them, we are trying to sell them product. It's always putting things out there for test and we, so-called third world people. So why must we just accept the things so blindly? We don't in a position for question what them do. And after they don't come and ready, I tell people about say it is not mandatory. Then if it's not mandatory, oh, you're going to charge me $1 million 12 months in a prison. Which one more? I mean, they don't say it's mandatory. Because now, it's the first time I hear them put price on things, you know. Because I hear them say must take vaccination already. So I'm talking the chickpea vaccination. If you never take chickpea vaccination, you'll have to go to prison. I don't understand how this come up all of a sudden now, or it's not sudden. Because I really want to find out if this what them do will come out just Monday or this week or so now. If that the dead for the chick V, the Zik V, the gonorrhea V, and all the V them have all over the place already. Because I try to figure out now. Oh, me never hear that yet. Me not say it never did it because them say it amended in 1986. And no, the regulations in 1986. The act was of 1974. Immunization regulations. 1986 amended in 2013. That means say they did it all the while. Vaccination, they never say if it's this a vaccination where I come, the next vaccination is vaccination. I can't to me producer Shamara, I say, so which me agree with her. Me I say, okay, so me never hear nobody I get arrested for chick V. Because there's a vaccination where you go get for immunize your system from this or the Zik V. And look how much people dead. So them are trying now say, all right, you will now go make what happen with the Zik V. We can go ball out now and say, see it there? We make a whole of people dead. No, we are say to the powers that be. We need some information about this disease. We want to find out if the male can give the female this disease. What is it that is preventing them from developing a vaccination to prevent the virus to transfer from the male to the female? I just some simple question. I don't know, big ruling question we are asked. We just want to find out. You know, see, the people them not say them now go take the vaccination. They might say, we must take the vaccination with some form of education about where we are putting our picnic. Because so much madness are going on already in our society with food. You know how much food them bring on the island we are poisoning slowly and quickly and slowly and quickly and slowly. But because nobody has really grappled with the information that is presented, and because the government just wildly do it, the food them keep going, especially among children. Look on the contents of sugar in all these things when they are selling at school. There should be a regulation against these companies who are sell food with so much sugar in it, because sugar is part of the problem in the hyperactivity of children, especially in a third world country, and most poor people, because they don't want them pick the ball. As them pick the ball, they give them something sweet. And so go sit down and keep yourself quiet. And the pick the start ball and give them more sweet again. That is madness. We're calling upon the government again, because I don't know what's wrong with all this government. You know. This government look like you have to call upon them for everything. Trust me, man, you have to call upon everything. And we have to call upon the government now. For tell me, where you put in again? What you putting us into again? We want to find out what you're putting us into again. So we're going to talk to an eminent doctor to find out what is his position on this thing. Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir, Muta. Good afternoon.
Oh, you know, man, long time I don't talk to you, man.
Right, so go.
I left out the number one radio station and gone somewhere else. I don't understand that.
No, man, I'm still around.
All right. I know as a doctor you hear about this vaccination thing are going on. All right. I want you explain to the Jamaican people, what is this cervical cancer? 1. 2, why is it that they're only giving the female? And 3, why is it that they're not educating the people about something that most Jamaican people don't know about, which is the vaccination that them going to give away? But that's why you explain that.
In short, the vaccine has been advertised in an erroneous fashion, because them advertise it to say that it is going to prevent people from getting cervical cancer.
Yeah.
Cervical cancer is really referring to the cervix, which is the mouth of the womb, and cancer of the mouth of the womb is referred to as cervical cancer. Now, the vaccine actually does not prevent cancer, and you can go to the manufacturer's website and they'll tell you this.
Hold on there. You are saying from a medical perspective, as a medical doctor, that...
Yeah, I'm going to quote the website so I go there.
No, I accept you. But you want to know more, you quote the website too. But more, you make the people them know, say, it does, well, like most medicine, it don't prevent the disease. What it do is really deal with the symptoms rather than the...
is by using vaccine technology, which, by the way, is an unproven technology.
Yes.
Because with all of and this is not just about this particular HPV vaccine, I talk about vaccines generally. Because a vaccine has never been tested at any time to show that it is safe and that it is effective. You explain to me how you're going to conduct that test. Do you give a part of the population the vaccine and then expose everybody to the germ to see what happens? So when was this test done and on whom? It is a test that has never been done. It's purely speculative. But the whole idea is that they use the same speculation argument and they say, guess what? People can get cancer of the cervix. And we have been making an association with many people who have cancer of the cervix and a particular virus called HPV, which is the same virus that is associated with warts in the genital area. No, genital area is not confined to female, it can be male as well. So men can have genital warts, females can have genital warts. And by their argument, they are saying that it can be transmitted from one to the other. So you have a very good point. You're making a very good point, because if the women are getting it, then the men should get it as well. Because if that is the argument, then one can pass from one to the other. But that aside, what the vaccine is supposed to do is to prevent the person from developing the virus which is responsible for the warts, which are associated with cancer of the cervix. So it is assuming, therefore, that this is the cause of cancer of the cervix. And that's not true. Because if you ask them again, they'll tell you, no, they don't know what caused it. If we knew what was the cause of cancer, would we have cured it a long time ago? Cancer of the cervix is not about the cervix. Cancer of the cervix is about cancer growing in a body that appears at this particular point. So cancer can grow anywhere, can appear anywhere. But when we start to argue about where it is, it sounds as if this is a specific kind of thing. It's not specific. Cancer grows in a body that encourages cancer cells to grow. So we should be spending a lot more time showing people how to shore up their immune system by living a better life, by stopping, as you rightly mentioned earlier, by changing their eating habits. For example, getting rid of the sugars, getting rid of the chemicals, getting rid of the processed foods, and all the various toxins that get into the body and create this kind of dilemma. Now, the irony of it all is this, that the very vaccine that they want to give you, you try researching for me and tell me what is in that vaccine. That is like top secret, you know. They don't want you to know anymore. Because when more and more people find out what are in the vaccines, people are afraid and don't want to take it. But there are common things that are in a lot of these vaccines. For example, mercury is found in a lot of these vaccines. And we all know the dangers of
mercury, of course,
human tissue. Then we have things like antifreeze. You know, the same thing you put in a car, in a radiator. Don't ask me what that do inside your body, you know. But they have things like that in the vaccines as well. And then they grow it in all kind of strange animals, from monkey kidney to chicken embryo. So even the people who are opposed to eating animal products or putting animal products in their bodies are automatically subjected to this kind of thing, because they are saying that by law these vaccines should be given to us as a people. No, I'm not opposed to people who want to take vaccines. Anybody wants to take a vaccine, that's their business. But there's a clause that is missing, and that clause is called informed consent. You should have the information. Yes. What is it that you're taking? What are the possible effects? And then you need to decide what you consider to be the positives and the negatives, and then decide whether or not this is something you want to do. Now, the argument goes that the people who don't take it are providing themselves as a risk to the other population. No, that's not true. If I didn't take the vaccine, and all of you guys believe in it took it, then how can I be a risk to you? By your argument, you are safe. The only person I'm a risk to is myself, and possibly other people who have not taken the vaccine. So you really don't care about those. So in other words, just make sure your population get the vaccines, and those who don't want it, leave them alone. But you cannot, by law, legislate what happens in my body, and that's what I have an issue with. Because the vaccine science is pseudoscience.
Yes.
According to Mr. Trump, you'd call that fake science. Just like we have fake news, that's fake science.
I'm going to ask you something.
Science is pseudoscience.
A while ago when you started, you say you was going to read from the website. You can't just read it now? Make a year. When
all right, okay. Well, one of the things they're talking about is one of them is Gardasil 9. That's the brand name. And
that's the brand name of the vaccine?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the 9 means that it has 9 different strains of the HPV. So this is another thing listeners need to understand. That is not one virus called HPV. There are many different strains. But the vaccine that they're creating has 9 strains. But there are a lot more than 9 strains of HPV. So the Gardasil 9, which is I think the one they're trying to push on us, okay? The manufacturers have this to say about it. All right. Gardasil 9 does not treat cancer or genital warts. You heard that?
No, wait there. Make go slower now. The vaccine that they're going to vaccinate the children.
Cancer or genital warts.
No, wait there. No, serious, because I have to be like an echo now. The vaccine that the government is going to put in the children them. The people them who manufacture the vaccine is what you're quoting from.
Yes, it says that it does not treat cancer or genital warts.
Wow.
All right. But what it's saying is that it may not fully, on the other extreme, it's saying that it may not fully protect everyone, nor will it protect against diseases caused by other types of HPV.
Right.
So this is not a all-inclusive to say that it treats all types of HPV. It's just 1 and 2 strains that they have made a vaccine for. And even with those strains, it will still not guarantee that it works, because nobody can show me the tests that were done to show that this thing actually is effective, or the population in which it was tested. And how can you do a test that will probably take 20, 30, 40 years before cancer develop, and you develop that within 6 months to a year and unleash it on the population?
Yeah. So which other country them do it with? What other country them do it with?
All right. Well, as usual, third world countries are the primary guinea pigs. So the 30-year studies we're talking about, probably that's what they're launching here right now.
Oh, they want to launch it?
Yeah, start.
So it's a test? It's a test?
Yeah, man. You remember they did this before?
Of course.
You remember the Depo-Provera from back in the 60s?
Yes.
We were getting it in the 60s, from about 1966, 67, Jamaicans were getting it, And it's about 6 years ago, they approved it to be safe for their population. But while we were getting it, nobody told us that it was a test. So they're doing this thing with this vaccine as well. But Muta, I wanted to question some things about the vaccine issue. One of the things I'm questioning is who is going to pay for this vaccine? Is it the mothers? Is it the children? Who is going to pay for the vaccine? And quickly they'll tell us, no, it is free. And if it is free, I'm asking, so where are we getting it from? Who is giving it to us?
If it's free?
Yeah.
Somebody is doing something to make we get it free.
So if we're getting it for free, ask yourself, who are the people making it? Weren't these the same people who murdered us, brutalized us, raped us, worked us to the death, and so on? When did they suddenly get this Damascus experience where they suddenly decide that, okay, I'm now a good guy and I'm going to do all of these wonderful things for you people?
Cervical cancer need help in the Caribbean.
Oh boy,
so we're going to put it in this one now.
Okay.
All right. So let me ask you something now. The argument about it going go be, well, them never say mandatory. Them say $1 million this time. Them not about mandatory now. Them say $1 million. That argument, how we can really deal with this 1 billion thing, not wanting to do it unless we have information? Because what I realize that...
How can you have a fine if the thing is not mandatory?
Yeah, that
don't make any sense. And all I'm arguing is that it should not be mandatory for anybody. It should be a choice. Those who want to let them go ahead and those who don't want to leave them alone. I don't think that any administration, any government, any state should have any kind of legislation over what goes into my body. My body is mine. It is personal to me. We employ these people to look after things that are for public usage. We didn't employ them to look after our bodies. Do they look like healthy people to you? How can they make decisions about my health? They're not in a position to. Because for them to even come out and want to unleash this on the population as it is right now, who did they have discussions with? If they had discussions with the medical community, I would have heard. I never heard about it.
Because you're part of the medical fraternity.
I am very much a part of it, and if there were this kind of discussion, I would have heard of it. So clearly decisions were made behind doors. And decisions have been made and they're being unleashed on John public, and we're supposed to just sit in and just suck it up.
Women in, our children in, women in, for instance, Germany or Finland, they have cervical cancer there in these places?
Cervical cancer is found all over the world,
So,
because remember, it's not about the cervix, Cancer can go in anybody, any part of anybody. So it's not specific to us as a people. But they like to spin these tales to make it sound as if African people are particularly promiscuous, so therefore they are more likely to have these kind of diseases than other populations, which is really just applied to help to push some poisons on them. But it's not true.
All right.
If you look at HIV/AIDS, for example, they give it that kind of argument. And all of a sudden, HIV, which was predominantly a white Anglo-Saxon disease, is suddenly a very black disease.
Yeah.
Can you explain that to me?
All right, them say in Jamaica, cervical cancer is the second cause of cancer-related death in women.
Yeah, it is. It is by virtue of
292 new cases and 185 deaths annually.
Right, definitely.
All right, so let me say now, this vaccine go and prevent that.
No, because let me go backwards.
But I tell you what them say. It will prevent that.
But I'm going to reiterate on that point. Because the vaccine prevents, according to how the vaccine is designed, it will prevent the virus from growing. That is one thing. Now, they are now assuming that because there's an association between the virus and cervical cancer, that the virus is the cause of cervical cancer. Association does not mean cause.
Yes.
A lot of people are obese and they have diabetes. It doesn't mean that obesity is what causes diabetes. It's an association.
It's association, yes.
So the fact that there's an association between HPV and cervical cancer, that's fine. But not all cases of cervical cancer can be traced back to HPV.
Yeah.
There are many people who have cervical cancer who have never seen or known what HPV is. So, when you give the impression that it cures cervical cancer, it prevents cervical cancer, that's a fallacy. That's not true.
All right. The article here said, Program Development Officer in the Ministry, Family Health Unit, Dr. Julia Rowe Porter, says the vaccination is not mandatory.
Okay.
But hope parents will allow their daughters to get the vaccine. Yet, them say it's $1 million fine if you don't do it. It's sort of a contradiction to me, Bridget.
We need to do some research on that because that don't make any sense.
I hear the woman say it on another program on the radio where I just read a while ago say the vaccination is not mandatory. And then this next article say $1 million fine for prison time for failing to vaccinate children. It's confused. I confused now,
No, well, I need to check on that because that don't make any sense. Unless it's mandatory, there cannot be a fine. And even if it's mandatory, we need to ask, so how did they get there?
Yes.
Because even if you follow the WHO, World Health Organization, protocols, this business of mandatory vaccination somehow is so heavily pushed on the Jamaican people, and it's not pushed on the Americans or the Europeans.
No, definitely not.
There are European countries that do not vaccinate at all.
Of course, we know that.
Australia has looked at this HPV thing and treated it as total rubbish. They're not giving it to their children.
Yes.
So yet we are going to make it mandatory. Then that couldn't be right. And I don't think they've pushed that way, but I think it's a matter of sensitization.
Yes.
Get the population scared. Because when you have the thought of $1 million fine over your head.
Yes, and that me just say a while ago.
Fear.
Yes.
And when they tell you about, the risk of cancer, more fear.
Yes.
So when they unleash it now, nobody will ask any question. Everybody just run and take it because
it sounds like something where Hitler did do in a Nazi Germany, man.
I tell you.
Yeah, the same thing him do now.
And they use the same tactics,
the same thing him do with the Jew them. So the Jew them are going to take over the people them work and xenophobia start exceeding in a German and them start to feed the people them with certain things. And then all of a sudden everybody say, anytime him start to do it now, the people them say, yeah, them, him right for do him I do,
Yeah, man, it's a propaganda technique. So you set the stage to do what you want to do down the road. And you see, when you allow them to start with one, and if them get away with one, they're going to get away with the whole lead.
Yes.
Because them get away, right now, them getting away with the MMR, the measles, the DPT, and the polio that them giving to the children.
That don't prevent the thing. It don't cure it, sorry. It don't cure it.
As I said, there's no test or research to show how effective these things are. Right. I'm still looking for those results.
All right, as a medical doctor, what would be your suggestion to parents in Jamaica?
They have the internet. There are lots of ways to get information. Go and do your research. Read up and see exactly what is going on. And find out more than anything else what is in this vaccine. That's the toughest part of it. Because when you know what the ingredients are, you realize that you're really subjecting your children to some severe poisons from day one.
So what we should... all right, so we find information and we know what is what now. What we're going to know...
No, you have information.
Yeah, so what we're going to know with the...
informed choice. So, you can now choose whether or not you want to go that
but if you don't, if you choose not to do it, $1 million.
Well,
so is the part that the thing we want to find out, what you think we should do?
Who want to collect this $1 million and who they may collect it from? Under what conditions? Because as I said earlier about the WHO protocol, even under the WHO protocol, there is room for exemption. Yes. Because you can say for religious reasons you don't want to do it, and you're exempted. You can say for personal reasons you don't want to do it, and you're exempted. You can also say for medical reasons.
Doctor,
don't want to do
Doctor, I can tell you something, man. It's the way I said it's a theoretical reason because, I wouldn't know a whole heap of people, whether them are 70 or Jehovah's Witness or Rasta, who say them now vaccinate them picnic. with the vaccination, what them call the other one. And you know, the school people, the principal them say, then can't come out of school there.
Yeah, but you see, here's we again, we as people need to stand up, you know. Because we sit back and make it sound as if it's not our money I pay for run the school system. So I see why your child should not go to school if your child choose not to go that route.
Yeah. All right. Well, give thanks.
Yes, no, anytime.
And I don't understand how when I hear from you on this radio station again. I don't understand.
No, money.
You have gone to greener pastures.
We talk.
All right, sir.
All right, give thanks, Muta.
Yeah. May I tell you, I need to talk to him about so, oh gosh, but I need to, anyways, half I want to talk to him. Click it. Yes, this is a Steppin razor. You know, we want some clarification, serious clarification about this $1 million vaccination thing. We want to find out. Because them say vaccination, them never say specifically which vaccination. So we are told that the vaccination will cost $1 million is not this one. Because the woman there also said it's mandatory yesterday. I am told say the vaccination is for the vaccination where the people have to take when they go back to school. It have nothing to do with this vaccination. But the article say vaccination. So we don't know if we can get some clarity from somebody from the ministry. We are trying to link up back this lady, Dr. Julia Rowe Porter, who said, made the statement that it is not mandatory, but all parents will allow their daughters to get the vaccine. So if she make a statement like that, and then we come here about the $1 million, wait I say really, it's vaccination. So we want a clarity. Because we brains not too function long as so. You understand? We have to get it clear. Understand? Clear. So if somebody from the ministry can call me and tell me, say, when them say $1 million is not the cervical cancer vaccination them attack. Because it is not clear, because it just says vaccination. Meanwhile, we get some reports that 4 people get shot at Church Lane. 1 dead on the spot. And this happened this morning. Them say, and next one I say, multiple people shot at Hugo Lane. 1 dead on spot. That is today, you know. That today. We are talking about the one that happened yesterday. Believe you me. Salt Spring City. Oh, that's the one where G City. Man, you have a tweet that go around the place there with the youth, the brother, where he must say, yes, the police them hold on it and say them have to go investigate it because, and you know them take it off. Yeah, them lock it off because me say, what is the brother I know he's Rasta. The man show him face and I talk about where am I go do. How much people murder already and all them something there. That is some serious thing, man. Very serious. Anyway, a Mount Salem taxi driver shot and killed in Norwood last night. Tour company, and last night, the night before last night. 2 men shot each other in Lilliput. Till one died. Hey, we can't bother ask how we are going again. Then we are told that the amount of police killing have increased this year. It has increased to the point where, and this is serious. This is very serious. And we not take nothing from the police, them, and we know them are them job. But according to the deputy, the head of the deputy head of the where the people them will investigate police shooting again, Indicom. According to them, according to Indicom, the police shooting has gone up. That since the year, there's more police shooting already than the whole of last year. And the argument is that 40% of the shooting them is not man who them find with gun. I know me I said this, you know. It's the deputy commissioner in the com. He must say, when them check it, 40% of the shooting them by police is not people with gun. It's not people who them find with gun. That is nothing, you know. So me don't know where I got me to know because the police them no business again. Because them I said, damn, could to hell with Indicom, you know. You don't see how the thing getting at Jamaica. What not talk about? Death and patrol, what you deal with? You know see it? So all the youth them now, because even the youth we are talking about, we say him no business, because him know him next. So he might just murder as much people as he can murder before him dead. I told the man attack, you see it, don't it? It's weird, you know. Because when a youth think that way, you know, the thing gone, you know. If a youth at Jamaica think say, all right, you see me and me next, you know, me murder a whole heap of people already, and me I go murder some more, and especially the police. That's the baseline of what I talk about. Because them killing brother. Understand? So right now, that youth they know, him mark for death, and him knows him I go dead. So he might carry enough people with him. He might go make enough dopey according to them attack. That is really a serious situation we find ourselves in. So when we look on all the things we are going in a flank on them places where them don't curfew, them it's not flank of the thing there, you know. You know, the flank of a whole heap of murder going more than CLM. Yes, and what have now is that CLM people, them is quite okay. Because them, as them open them doors to them, say police and soldier. Now we hear the people them a ball out say, the police in the area look down on them. No, me not want to be a character. You never hear about that? No, I mean, I ask somebody the question again. Why we keep asking the question? But we don't talk about that. Me not asking nothing. Because me don't want to feel like me I get mad, right? There is a report that the people them, the mothers them in a CLM is complaining that all the police them a do is look them data. You understand? That is where I go on in the community. I look at now, I don't business if you don't hear about it or not. It's so it go. So where we are, it's like, oh, we still come to China baby I walk up and down the place with some black daughter like Shamara. Because the man is Shamara, I walk with a little China baby. I come down the highway for me, so I come and say, see me brand new daughter, yeah. I want you to look a short man coming. Yeah, I tell you, this is the Steppin razor, the art of war. We want to give thanks for Damien for that tune, yeah. 2 tickets given away here for a big concert coming up here and a celebration of Ernest Smith's Solid Gold celebration. Ernest Smith Solid Gold celebration. Celebrating 50 years in the music business. So hear it now. Ready for that question? I'm going to give the answer first. You think me an idiot? And the question I'm going to give you. The first person to call and answer this question correctly will win a pair of tickets to attend Ernest Smith's Solid Gold celebration at the Jamaica Pegasus. I remember, don't call. You win ticket already. I see it on the phone over there, so. She not getting no more ticket. She tell me, call me early morning, she win 2 tickets already for Votes program. I remember you are banned from winning any more ticket for this show. It's only 200 can go. And I never tell you, say, I go. And I'm going to tell your husband, say, you cheat for me and him. All right. The first person to call, she not easy, you know. She not easy, you know. She tell me that she win ticket already. All right, so you're going to have to identify yourself. Operator, if a lady come out and she's Irene, no, give her the ticket them. All right. The first person to call and answer this question correctly will win a pair of tickets to attend Ernest Smith's Solid Gold celebration at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel on Friday. That is tomorrow, September the 29th. Hear the question. Name 4 artists performing on Solid Gold. And you know, so them tickets, they cost about $10,000 each, you know. So at $20,000, what that ticket you get? I am willing to go with you. Anybody who call and win, female that is, don't get twisted. So if you call and give it 4 artists performing and solid gold, you will win some ticket to go to the show. And you know the number to call, right? 974-5051, 974-5043, 974-5079, and 618-0352. That is the number. So call between now and 6 o'clock. At that time we will come off. Yes. Just call. All right.
I feel you are all my brothers. Create a world with no fear. Together we'll cry.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Mr. Muta.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Muta,
Yes, ma'am.
I only have 1 minute left, but it was my daddy who wanted to call and talk about he got damage on the I don't know if you guys could call me back. Can I leave my number?
You want to leave your number up on the radio? All right, hold on there. Make we take your number. Hold on, here?
Yeah.
All right. Yes, Steppin Razor. Yes, Ian.
Yeah, Muta.
Listen, man.
Rastafari, you know.
Highly. I have you.
Yeah, man.
So how are you, man?
I give thanks as usual.
Yeah, I come like that in incognito, man. Don't hear answer from there at all.
Well, in and out, put it away there, because anyway, the event there, you know,
Yeah.
try to be there to acquaint myself with as much I go on in the international cannabis industry, ganja industry.
Yeah.
So at least me can bring forward certain information to the Jamaican public and the Rasta community, you know.
So we are seeing where it is that time of the year again, December, Negril, the Ganja Festival is on us again. That's what happens still, right?
Yeah, we're still doing it. Same venue, Long Bay Beach Park, December 15th to 17th.
Okay. 15 to 17.
Yeah, 15th to the 17th.
The item I go it alone said we had no high times, nothing. Just...
No high times, just, you know, I and as Rasta and whichever support we can get locally or internationally, we're still in need of it financially, otherwise. But we still have got through, you know what I mean?
So what's transpired since, all right, it's 2 times it keep, you know, sensitization go on and everything. Since that time till now, what transpired? Because we see the government change. And we also say, I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it. It come like this government, you kind of want to go back word instead of forward with the tough turn argument them about the dangers of ganja and what the youth them are doing with ganja and all them. So
well,
it's so like them want to say...
Me sit down for the cannabis licensing authority board, and the day might come when I might have to come out for the board, or they might ask me to leave. See, I cannot be a hypocrite. You understand me? And there's a whole lot of stupidness where I go on, you know, from certain ministries' point of view and certain individual that is highly placed within the medical industry, where, you know, geared more towards setting back the industry more than forwarding the industry.
But when I listen to the top minister,
yeah, tough time.
Yeah,
very
when I hear
reactionary,
him attack,
backward.
it sounds like him is one of them who are redirect the course of the event that we are going with the cannabis industry. It's like, you know, because when them try to know, them try emphasize and I show you that the youth them get caught up in it to a level, which is possibly true.
Well, let me tell you something, Muta. 2016, right? I was asked along with 4 other members of the CLA board to address the cabinet. And when I hear tough stand attack, it's stupidness, because even with Winston Della here, you understand me, I fix it to him, so that me like for you, provide me with those statistics. And so when they're able to come public, right, public and say, and Della here don't have those any statistics to even prove that since the amendment 2015, that relocation in a society, that means about 50% more mad youth. You understand me? I should them say herb is no more available now than it had been for the past 10, 20 years.
But is that all the while from before this only investigation and things go on? Is that same argument that them did come with in them days there? The same government.
Well, we have to let me tell you, to me, the government full of fear. Fear them free America.
Yeah, but America now go and look at Florida the other day.
Yeah, but there's so much hypocrisy from the American
they
side.
must step out the thing in Florida, man.
You understand me? Yeah, but them want to have the industry for themselves.
Yeah.
America want to have the industry for themselves at the same time trying to suppress. You understand me? The development of a ganja industry, especially in a third world country. Look at what Canada do. Look at what Israel do.
Yeah.
You understand me? I think the time I come Muta where people's power have to go talk, that means that people have to go out on the street, go demonstrate against what the government and certain people are going with. And that them have to go do. Plain and straight talk. You understand me? This might make them worse, might ask them to leave the board. But me not really business because there's too much stupidness and hypocrisy going on. You understand me?
I see a kind of deliberate, I call it deliberate move by this present government here to stagnate the progress that has been made as it relates to
to keep certain things in a certain friend and company hands.
Yeah.
You understand me? So, like I said, the time will come out where people might have to take this thing and take the street and make the government know.
Yeah, but we take the street, how much years we have to take the street, brethren? We have to take the street for years now about this ganja thing and it reach a level and now we're going to take the street again.
No, but guess what? Too much hypocrisy. Yeah. The decriminalization and the legalization for medical purposes, too much hypocrisy surround it.
Yeah.
And the people who know say the hypocrisy are going and people who can do something about the hypocrisy have to go do it.
Yeah.
You understand me?
All right.
So going forward. Yeah?
We could go forward to the
to the root fest, you know. We just want to make the public know, so yes, it is on. And this year, Muta, I mean, we're trying to make greater input from the educational side because this is what people lack. The knowledge of the science and technology where exists within the industry internationally, the latest findings medically in terms of CBD and how much CBD and them things. So we want a strong educational component to the event this year. Also, we want a stronger Rastafari educational component because over the 2 years, in my own estimation, the event Rastafari Roots Fest had not, projected or propelled the type of Rastafari information that I would have want to go out there to the international community.
Why you rectify that? Or you're going to rectify that in the festival itself?
No, man. It can be rectified easily.
No, I never said can't be. I said, you're going to do it. I never said can do.
All right. One, we need a 20 by 20 tent with all farmer information on Rastafari. Rastafari video around, Rastafari booklets, pamphlets, newspaper, DVDs, and CDs, information, posters, them type of information. It must hit you as you come into that venue.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, so that is when it comes to the Rastafari educational component, Okay. We also want those who want to enter the cup, make them know so well, the cup is going on. Last year, certain people did forget them first prize and them award. Them never get them first prize. This year, we intend to make sure that all who never get them prizes last year get it this year, along with who enter in the competition this year,
Yeah, the Native American interjection last year was one of the highlights of my visit there.
Come again?
The Native American.
Yes.
The eye and the female daughter where they light the chalice on the stage.
Yeah, man. That
was a historical occasion. Yes.
Development have to take place. Rastafari not a movement but stagnate. It evolve,
Yeah, we know that.
And things to grow and develop. And the different stages, one when the doctrine did that preach. Right now, our aim and our generation, to me, have a responsibility to make sure that the aim and objective is achieved. So, the goal basically, Rastafari Fest is just a springboard, is just, one part of the activities where to get the educational program and the mobilization program going, All
right, so tell me where and when again and thing.
The 15th to the 17th of December, Long Bay Beach Park, Negril, as usual,
All right.
Yeah, man. And we have strong international comfort.
Progress, you can't really make we keep in touch.
Yeah, man. But this is just a prelim information to make one down one note. A root stretches down, you know?
Yeah, give thanks.
A Rastafari, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Doctor. Anyway, he sent it back to Paul Wright. Dr. Paul Wright, I did want to record him, but my wife trouble the phone, so I couldn't record him.
Hold on there. We don't want you to say something to him say it. And me can verify him did say it.
Yes, sir. Well, that's why I don't record him for put it.
So
But
don't repeat what him tell you, right, or so.
All right.
Because I can't verify him actually did say it.
All right. Muta,
so what may I suggest to you now? You say you go to the ministry already.
Yeah, I go to university now.
No, the ministry. You go to the ministry?
Yeah. Hold on, Muta, I don't finish that yet. I don't finish.
Okay.
All right. I see a number. When I go to ministry and I come back, I couldn't get to go to no more. And my wife saying, go and take it up in his hand for ministry, not moving along with me. Anyway, we see a number come up on the TV screen, not even my wife, with medical legal. Anyway, we call and we get this number and we go to 3 Mile. And when we go to 3 Mile, we get the person and he take me to his office. But he's a doctor, he's not a lawyer. But when we go, he telling me 25% or 33%, which if he get me back, if he stay along is 33%. Well, which I did think me was a lawyer, but I go and tell you when I know that he's not a lawyer, but it's only a lawyer could give me that talk. Anyway, I go in and he sent me to Dr. Rose. And Dr. Rose so good, God bless him, even when me in a problem we have right now. And he sent me to Dr. Rose, and Dr. Rose sent it back to the ministry, take me to university, take me to the university, and after they take me to university, they done a surgery on me upstairs at 28. After me come back from 28, I do one more surgery at Old Hope Road. Anyway, I go back to the ministry now, and it's been going back to the ministry. And like little traveling been coming to me, but Dr. Smith now, he's the one who, when I done, he's the one who take his money and try to get me towards what I'm doing.
Yeah. So what you want happen? Tell me what you want happen now. Tell me.
Me need some help here right now, Muta, because me need somebody
what you need the help to do? To fix the finger or forget a job.
Forget benefit because this finger now go able to help me again, Muta.
So you need like a fund thing, a pension fund thing for work with. Them not have nothing in place for the farm working thing for the workers them when them reach a stage where them get injured and can't do the work again. Them don't have not like that in that.
I don't know because Muta my right hand, cannot do anything.
No, listen to you hear me ask you?
Yes, sir.
What me ask you?
I don't know if they have it in that for any pension thing, sir.
Not necessarily pension, but accident thing. If you go in an accident and you have some fund set up for workers who met in an accident. You don't know about it.
So I don't know about that the one. So what I really would like, I'm have a lawyer right now where I actually help me.
Yes.
And he decided to help me. But I take a paper back to Dr. Rose from his 5th of this month to sign. And he assess my things and write up it and sign it. But I know I called 3 times, 3 weeks straight now, and they tell me that paper do not finish. And I don't have a long time left to get some benefit from the motor.
So you're supposed to get benefits. You're supposed to get benefits.
I'm suffering motor.
No, you're supposed to get benefits. You're supposed to get benefits.
Yes, sir.
But the benefits will take long. That is what I say.
Yeah, from 2012.
All right. So where the lawyer they know where you say I did not help you know? Where the lawyer there? Which part him there?
The one who helped me now in Black River.
So you stop go to him?
No, he said me must not come back to him until me get back that paper from Dr. Rose.
And Dr. Rose still don't get the paper yet?
No.
And you go down there go ask him for it personally?
Yeah, me take bus go up there and bring it myself, go up to him and I call 3 times a day office and it done ready yet.
It done ready? How
Yeah,
long
that's
ago you
what
give him
I'm
it?
saying.
How long ago you give him the paper?
Friday, 5th of this month.
The 5th of this month?
Yes, sir.
You mean September?
Yes, sir.
I think so you could have waited a little longer still.
But me just have a short time. If I'm upon 2013, me been going
No,
here,
but
sir.
you talk about that paper where you get a lawyer this month for rectify something that going from 2013. So I'm not saying no, even though it look long because we understand from 2013, but if you give the man the paper this month, to the end of the month, so almost, not even a month yet you give him the paper. Them mill the grind slow, you know, but maybe you should have wait little more. Wait a little more and then you go back to him.
Alright,
I think you could have wait little more and then you go back to him because there's nothing else you can do other than get a paper there. It's that paper you're going to rectify the whole thing, right?
Yeah, that paper to send back to Canada.
Forget the benefits.
Yeah, back to them, then we get result from them what is the position and what is
so
it.
you need now to sit down a little bit more. Maybe wait till next week run off and then you go back to them.
Yes,
Or you
sir.
must go, don't call.
Yes, sir.
How far you are they from them?
St. Elizabeth, sir.
And where you live? No,
St.
you live at
Elizabeth.
St. with them there.
Kingston, Old Hope Road.
Oh, them live at Old Hope Road, them there.
Yes, sir.
They say it's not hard and difficult if you just go there and go you say it's not ready. So you got to keep calling then. And who you talk to when you call? The secretary?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You know where the secretary, all right, here where you going to do? Here where you going to know?
Yes,
And we
sir.
call you back, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so the operator I will call back now and take the secretary number, the number where you call at the hospital and the name of the doctor
Yes, sir.
and what you name
Yes, sir.
and what it is all about. So the operator will write that down outside. So I'll tell the operator, say,
Yes, sir.
I hope them are listening. You're going to call them, going to call you back. So put on back the phone and listen to me.
Yes,
I
sir.
say, listen to me. I say, you're going to
Yes,
give them
sir.
the number and the operator and the person who you talk to at the doctor office.
Yes, sir. Me go and give you the number when me call and talk to.
Yeah, and then you're going to tell me, you're going to tell the operator your name
Yes, sir.
and what it is all about. What is,
Yes, sir.
all right, so in short, no, don't give them no long epistle.
Yes, sir.
Short thing, all right, so hang up the phone and then the operator will call you back. All right. Yes, okay. This is the Steppin razor. Is the Steppin razor. Yes. Ill.
Bless.
Listen.
Here.
Yes.
I mean, I get in a father, the same see me youth, you see me? So, me I tell you, me get to myself now and I really see what I go on and me I tell you, bless up yourself again.
All right.
In every way. It's a nice Ella.
You must give thanks, man.
Yeah, man, so me I try to send a shout out. I don't know the topic of the day because I don't really listen.
No, shout out then, no, shout out, man.
Yeah. More big up some youth from me when I...
You big them up, you big them up. You left on the ear.
Yeah, man. Yeah, me I give a shout out some youth from up at Dunmere. Ready to common sense youth, them 12 lane. The youth them that the uptown region just keep the peace, cause peace are the best thing. War, another answer, peace are the right thing, cause we are looking for youth. The more we stay together, and the more we stand up, you see me I say? The more we divide ourselves and more we fall. So, uptown youth, bless up. Now bless up a youth in New Jersey named Scooter from 12 lane. So I big up all the 12 lane youth, man. Bless up the common youth, them stay me. So, Father, take it again.
Yeah, man, give
bless
thanks.
myself again, Father.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Steppin razor. Yes, ill.
Yeah, Muta.
Listen, man.
Rastafari, you know.
Ali. I have you.
Yeah, man.
How you do, man?
I give thanks as usual.
Yeah, I come like that in incognito, man. Don't hear I see from there at all.
Well, in and out, put it away there, because anyway, the event there, you know, and try to be there to acquaint myself with as much as I go on in the international cannabis industry, ganja industry.
Yeah.
So at least we can bring forward certain information to the Jamaican public and the Rasta community, you know.
So we are seeing where it is that time of the year again, December, Negril, the Ganja Festival is on us again. That's what happens still, right?
Yeah, we're still doing it. Doing it, same venue, Long Bay Beach Park, December 15th to 17th.
Okay. 15 to 17.
Yeah, 15
And
to the 17th.
The item go it alone said we had no high times, nothing. Just,
No high times, just, I and I as Rasta and whichever support we can get locally or internationally, we're still in need of it financially, otherwise. But we still have got through, you know what I mean?
So what's transpired since, it's 2 times it keep, sensitization go on and everything. Since that time till now, what transpired? Because we see the government change. And we also say, I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it. It come like this government, you kind of want to go back word instead of forward with the tough turn argument them about the dangers of ganja and what the youth them are doing with the ganja and all them stuff.
Well,
it's so like them want to say...
Me sit down for the cannabis licensing authority board, and the day might come when I might have to come off of the board, or they might ask me to leave. See, I cannot be a hypocrite. You understand me? And there's a whole lot of stupidness where I go on, from certain ministries' point of view and certain individual that is highly placed within the medical industry, where, gear more towards setting back the industry more than forwarding the industry.
But when I listen to the top time minister,
yeah, tough time.
Yeah,
very
when I hear him
backward.
It sounds like him is one of them who redirect the course of the event that we are going with the cannabis industry. It come like, because when them try to know, them try emphasize and I show you that the youth them get caught up in it to a level, which is possibly true.
Well, let me tell you something, Muta.
Yeah.
2016, right? I was asked along with 4 other members of the CLA board to address the cabinet. And when I hear tough stand attack, it's stupidness, because even with Winston Della here, you understand me, I feel to him, so that me don't like for you, provide me with those statistics. And so when they're able to come public, right, and say, and Della here don't have those any statistics to even prove that since the amendment 2015, that relocation in a society that means about 50% more mad youth. You understand me? I show them say herb is no more available now than it has been for the past 10, 20 years.
But is that all the way from before this whole investigation and things go on? Is that same argument that them did come with in them days there? The same government.
Well, we have to, let me tell you, to me, the government full of fear. Fear them free America.
Yeah, but America now go and look at Florida the other day.
Yeah, but there's so much hypocrisy from the American
side. Yeah, they must put the thing in Florida, man.
You understand me? Yeah, but them want to have the industry for themselves.
Yeah.
America want to have the industry for themselves at the same time trying to suppress. You understand me? The development of a ganja industry, especially in a third world country. Look at what Canada do. Look at what Israel do.
Yeah.
You understand me? I think the time I come, Muta, where people's power have to go talk, that means that people have to go out on the street, go demonstrate against what the government and certain people are going with, and that them have to go do, plain and straight talk. You understand me? This might make them worse, might ask them to leave the board, but me not really business because there's too much stupidness and hypocrisy going on. You understand me?
I see a kind of deliberate, I call it deliberate move by this present government here. To stagnate the progress that has been made as it relates to
to keep certain things in a certain finance company hands.
Yeah.
You understand me? So, like I said, the time will come out where people might have to take this thing and take the street and make the government know.
Yeah, but we take the street, how much years we have to take the street, brethren? We have to take the street for years now about this ganja thing and reach a level and now we're going to take the street again.
No, but guess what? Too much hypocrisy. Yeah. The decriminalization and the legalization for medical purposes, too much hypocrisy surround it.
Yeah.
And the people who know say the hypocrisy are going and people who can do something about the hypocrisy have to go do it.
Yeah.
You understand me?
All right.
So going forward.
Eh?
Yeah?
We could go forward to the
to the roots first, you know. Yeah, we just want to make the public know, so yes, it is on. And this year, Muta, I mean, we're trying to make greater input from the educational side because this is what people lack. The knowledge of the science and technology where exists within the industry internationally. The latest findings medically in terms of CBD and how much CBD and them things. So we want a strong educational component in the event this year. Also, we want a stronger Rastafari educational component because over the 2 years, in my own estimation, the event Rastafari Root Fest had not, projected or propelled the type of Rastafari information that I would have want to go out there to the international community.
So rectify that? Or you're going to rectify that in the festival itself?
No, man. It can be rectified easily.
No, I never said can't be. I said, you're going to do it. I never said can do.
All right. One, we need a 20 by 20 tent with all farmer information on Rastafari. Rastafari video around, Rastafari booklets, pamphlets, newspaper, DVDs, CDs, information, posters, them type of information. It must hit you as you come into that venue.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, so that is when it comes to the Rastafari educational component, Okay. We also want those who want to enter the cup, make them know so well. The cup is going on. Last year, certain people did forget them first prize and them award. Them never get them first prize. This year, we intend to make sure that all who never get them prizes last year get it this year, along with who enter in the competition this year,
Yeah, the Native American interjection last year was one of the highlights of my visit there.
Come again?
The Native American...
Yes.
The and the female daughter where they like the challenge
on
the stage.
Yeah, man. That was
a
historical
occasion. Yes.
Development have to take place. Rastafari is not a movement but stagnate. It evolve,
Yeah, we know that.
And things to grow and develop. And the different stages, one when the doctrine did a preach. Right now, our aim and our generation, to me, have a responsibility to make sure that the aim and objective is achieved. So, at the goal basically, Rastafari Fest is just a springboard, is just, one part of the activities where to get the educational program and the mobilization program going, All
right, so tell me where and when again and thing. Which
part? The 15th to the 17th of December, Long Bay Beach Park, Negril, as usual,
All right.
Yeah, man. And we have strong international comfort.
Progress you can't really make we keep in touch.
Yeah, man. But this is just a prelim information to make one down one note. A root stretch is down,
give thanks.
A Rastafari, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Come on to go be here. Step in, yes. Yeah,
man.
Blessed man.
Well, go on.
Step in, razor.
Yeah, cut them up. Want to find out them guys are Queen Elizabeth Prime Minister and parliamentarian. And why them feel say anything with them say, them can't cite any law and push down the people them throat and threaten them to send them a prison if they don't do what them want to do. I want to know if that's a justice.
No.
So a man having big gun and him weapon them. If you don't do what them say, them come put you in prison. But I want to tell them, say, no, remember the Almighty have a role to play now. Earthquake, lightning, and thunder to split Jamaica in 3 pieces. And remember, we have the volcano to stand by and see what going in this last judgment. So remember, say God is our leader,
Right.
More sides, last day, Rastafari.
Pin,
Yeah, my virgin.
Blessed man.
Me have to have one that it seems like you don't want to talk to her because to the time we on the phone and I want to try to get you.
Who you?
Alfonso Joseph Bridging.
Then why you feel say me don't want to talk? I don't know who they on the phone.
Yeah, because to the time when me.
No, I don't have time now. We never know who they on the phone. So why you say that conspiracy against you?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that. I'm on a few.
You just say. All right. So what you say quick before you go here now? Say. You have a short time to say what you wanted to say.
No. I just already. I say the earnest celebration. I'm on like the vibration. The thing and the virgin talk about the Rastafari thing again. That's wonderful. Thing.
Yeah.
No, this vaccination thing, my lord. Saying the people them need to do some research on it, right?
Yeah.
In order to get to the full.
Yeah.
The full health of the thing.
Yeah.
All right. I have to know one thing I say to the people
it is only one race, and is the human race. Seeing, there are people who have no oil, which is word in their heart, my brother. Seeing, and just say, if you open your mouth in righteousness, seeing, he will fill you with words. Seeing, for he is already in you.
So what does that have to do with the vaccination?
Yeah?
I think the vaccination
no, you get what me say. Me just touch upon...
Oh, you're going from vaccination to the Bible now. All right.
Yes, okay. Just touch upon each one of them.
Yeah, I think of the vaccination you still
I'm going to follow the item. You understand me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, me gone now, say. There are people who have no oil, which is word, brother, in their heart. You understand me? You know?
Yes.
Right. See, so I say, but just open up their mouth, you know, and in order for them to gain the fullness in Rasta, it already said, you know, saying he will fill us with his word, for he already in us.
Yeah.
You see me, I say? All right. For it's only a black man, you know, today as a black king to speak for the black human right and justice.
So the black man, right? What kind of race, lad?
The black man, we the black people, only we are the black people.
No, may I ask you, what kind of race is black people?
What kind of race?
Yeah.
The black man race, man.
No, but you just tell me say one race.
One race. Black
you know, don't
people,
tell me say one race.
What
so you're going to black race now, eh?
And it's the human race, that's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, but now you're telling me about another race now, named black race, them are not human.
No, yes, I say it's only one race.
So what is the black man?
And it's the human race.
Yeah, so why you differentiate now another set of people and call them black?
Well, I don't know if you expect me to say black and white in a bridge.
No, I never expect you to say nothing, because you don't say human race and you start them about black race before you just say human being and start talk where you talk about the king.
Okay.
I mean, I tell you what you say still, but me get confused when you start talk about there's only one race and then start talk about black.
Yeah, because I say it's only one race and it's the human race.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I just a human being thing me I deal with.
Okay.
That's why I'm going to say now, for it's only a black man, you know, today, as a black king, to speak for the black human right and justice. You get what I'm saying?
So no other, no white people can't talk for black people?
No, I when I come
but then
to
one race, man, then you know, just talk about one race. So why some part of the race can't talk for some part of the race? Because them color?
No, I wouldn't say because them color. All I'm saying, we are human race. We are human being in a virgin. So we're there black, white, child. But
you know, listen to what you are saying. You feel listen to what you are saying. You feel listen to what you are saying. Listen to what you are saying.
Yeah. And
you come first and start the thing by saying there's only one race, the human race. And then start differentiate. So say only black people can deal with black people business.
Well, so far as I see it, when I come on the earth, brethren, honestly speaking, as the black man, I say as the king over the black people, you know.
So black people not a race by themselves. Eh? Black people not a race by themselves.
If they are not a race by themselves?
Yes.
Yeah, we are all one human with a white, black, Chinese, and Indian, you know.
Then if we are all human beings, why white people can't look over black people business?
Because from ever since I hear the white man speak, no genuine.
So there is a different set of people then. There is a different set of people. There is a different set of people.
Why? I wonder, because I know it's one race and it's human race.
And you wonder how it goes so then, because you know, so politically you have races. Politically
you have races. Right. That's what me I say. So that's
all right.
why
So you want to hear what me I say now. The time I go and we have to move.
John, you're gone again. I'm going to get
that me I show you. And that me I show you. So you can blame me now. So you where you going to do? You can pray for me.
Yeah.
Because God lift you.
Alfonso Joseph in the bridge.
All right, sir. Yeah, man. Alfonso Joseph. All right. My name is Alfonso too. Give thanks. This is the Steppin Razor, the art of why 27 minutes past 5 o'clock. We are go up to the levels now. We give thanks to the moment. Give thanks to the time. Give thanks to the energy. Give thanks to Shamara who Ghana meeting. I don't know if it's some church meeting Kabwa keep upstairs every minute, you know. Every day I call I by yesterday people that I meet, you know. I want them Kabwa keep church. The Mahat church. No, that's a serious thing. Every day, we can't look at me. Let's can't talk, you know, them in a meeting. Evangelism, I go on, you know. Evangelism. Oh, all right. So, we want to give thanks to Shamara still. If she left me in the middle of the thing and gone to church. We want to heal up the operator. Vivian, you know, ma'am? You know, say me love you, don't it? You don't know, man, I lie me, I tell. All right. Why you look Brian, who's supposed to be the engineer now, but you know, young just take over the work. So we don't really need Brian in there for go and go look about him big me. Where Smurf say. I tell you what Smurf say. Smurf around joke and Brian. Brian, let's take you for kuno money, you know. Yeah. Everybody just come out and back, so whoever it's all back you. And me started. And that me I say. You are the victim. No, you are the victim, I don't be here. You are the victim. What you going to do about it? People, I want to tell you, Brian, about what am I going to do it to me, you know. You see it? I like you, that's the whole house stay, you know. Yeah, man. All right.